Have you ever savored a bite of your favorite chocolate bar? Perhaps a rich dark one with maybe a hint of sea salt.
Sounds good.
Right. But did you ever stop to think about the incredible journey that single bar took just to get into your hand?
Probably not often enough.
Exactly. From cocoa beans growing, thousands of miles away through countless processes to that perfectly wrapped treat on the shelves. There's an entire invisible symphony playing behind the scenes, a constant, intricate ballet of goods, information, and decisions. And it is absolutely fascinating.
It really is an invisible world that makes our world work.
Today, on the deep dive, we're pulling back the curtain on that magic, unpacking the intricate network that connects those raw cocoa beans, or, well, any raw material you can imagine, to the final product in your hands.
Yeah.
This deep dive is all about the unseen orchestrator of modern commerce, supply chain management.
That's right. SCM.
Our mission today is to cut through the jargon, give you a comprehensive understanding of how supply chains work, their critical components, and why they're so vital to, well, pretty much every product you interact with.
Yeah, everything.
We've got a fantastic set of sources that basically distill a whole textbook down to its absolute essentials, perfect for getting you well-informed quickly. We'll be walking you through concepts that are foundational, strategic, and often critical for understanding the mechanics of global business.
And by the end of this deep dive, you'll not only understand the fundamental definitions, those key nuggets of knowledge that, often get tested and form the bedrock of this field.
Right, the basics.
Exactly. But you'll also gain insight into the sophisticated strategies, core principles, and even the challenges that shape the flow of goods globally.
So, a deeper understanding.
Absolutely. You'll develop a solid grasp of this complex but utterly crucial field, helping you see the world of commerce through, well, a completely new lens.
Okay, let's unpack this then. We hear the term supply chain tossed around all the time,
Yeah.
especially, with recent global events.
Oh, definitely. It's become mainstream.
But what exactly is it? If we think about our chocolate bar again, where does its supply chain begin and end?
That's a great starting point. At its heart, a supply chain is essentially a network.
A network, okay.
But not just any network, it's a sprawling, interconnected web of people, organizations, activities, information, and resources.
Wow, okay, lots of components.
Yeah, that moves products from their absolute raw, most basic form all the way to you, the customer.
Right, to the end user.
Exactly. So for our chocolate bar, it begins with the cocoa farmer,
Yeah.
the sugar cane field, the salt mine, perhaps,
All the raw ingredients.
all the way to the moment you make that purchase. It's truly the start to finish journey, a complex dance of transformation and transport.
What's truly insightful here, I think, is how fundamentally integrated this concept is into our daily lives.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just about the finished product we see, is it?
No, not at all.
It's the entire ecosystem behind it.
Precisely. It's the entire journey from extracting those raw materials, whether it's cocoa beans from a farm in Ghana, sugar from Brazil, or maybe specialized packaging from Europe. Global, very global, through every single transformation and movement to the final delivery to your doorstep or your local gourmet store.
Right.
It's much more than just logistics, which is, a part of it.
Logistics is just one piece.
Exactly. It's the entire ecosystem of getting a product into existence and then into your hands. This holistic view is crucial for truly understanding its scope and why it impacts everything from pricing to product availability.
So if that's the chain itself, this vast network, what then is supply chain management, or SCM for short? It sounds like it's the active brain behind that network.
You've hit on it. SCM encompasses all the activities involved in taking those raw materials and transforming them into finished goods.
The making part.
Right. And then making sure they land efficiently and effectively in the customer's hands. It's the active orchestration of that network, making sure every link works in harmony.
Okay, orchestration. I like that.
Yeah. This includes key functions like sourcing the cocoa beans and sugar, the initial design of the chocolate bar wrapper.
Even the design.
Oh, yeah, design impacts everything downstream. Then the actual production and blending of ingredients, warehousing the finished bars, shipping them across continents, and the final distribution to consumers.
So end-to-end management.
Absolutely. The ultimate goal of SCM, and this is crucial for understanding the why behind all these complex activities.
Okay, the purpose.
Yes. Is to consistently improve efficiency, elevate quality, boost productivity, and perhaps most importantly, enhance customer satisfaction.
Ah, customer satisfaction. Always key.
Always. Every decision in SCM is ideally geared towards optimizing these four pillars.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So managing this complex orchestra means having distinct sections, like in a symphony.
That's a good analogy.
Our sources identify 5 major functions that make this whole system hum, each playing a vital interconnected role in moving goods efficiently.
Indeed. These 5 major functions are purchasing.
Getting the stuff.
Right, acquiring the raw materials, components, services needed for production. Think about securing the best quality cocoa beans at a fair price. Then there's operations.
Making the product.
Exactly. Covering the processes of manufacturing or assembling the product, turning those beans into delicious chocolate. Then logistics.
Moving and storing.
Yep, dealing with the movement and storage of goods throughout the chain, from the farm to the factory and then to the store. Then resource management.
People and equipment.
Precisely. Focusing on the optimal utilization of people, equipment, and financial capital, ensuring your chocolate factory has the right staff and machinery. And finally, information workflow.
The data side.
The data side. Ensuring the seamless flow of data and communication among all parties involved, like tracking shipments or demand forecasts. Each of these functions is distinct, yet their seamless integration is what defines effective SCM. These are key for understanding the breakdown of responsibilities within a supply chain.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting and strategic. Our sources introduce us to the 7 C's of supply chain management.
Ah, yes, the 7 C's.
These aren't just buzzwords, right? These sound like foundational principles designed to make supply chains robust, adaptable, and highly effective, almost like commandments.
Precisely. That's a good way to put it. These 7 principles, when actively applied, significantly enhance the reliability, efficiency, and sustainability of supply chains.
Okay, so what are they?
They are connect,
Connect, meaning
which emphasizes integrating data and systems across the network, ensuring everyone is on the same page, from the farmer to the retailer.
okay, data integration, got it.
Then create, focused on generating real value for the customer and all stakeholders, making sure our chocolate bar delivers on taste and experience.
Value creation, makes sense.
Customize, meaning tailoring offerings and services to meet specific customer needs, perhaps offering special edition bars for different markets.
Tailoring it, right.
Coordinate, ensuring synchronized activities and information exchange among all partners, so production aligns with shipping schedules.
Keeping everyone in sync.
Exactly. Consolidate, aiming to optimize resources and reduce waste through aggregation, like combining shipments to save costs and reduce emissions.
Consolidation for efficiency.
Yep. Collaborate, fostering strong, trust-based partnerships with suppliers and intermediaries, building long-term relationships, say, with cocoa farmers.
Partnerships, crucial.
Absolutely. And finally, contribute, which means adding value not just to the business, but to all stakeholders, including society and the environment, perhaps through fair trade practices.
Beyond just profit.
Exactly. These C's really provide a strategic framework for decision-making and are excellent conceptual points for any deeper understanding.
Those are powerful principles. Beyond those C's, there's another influential framework, often used for workplace organization, that applies perfectly to SCM, the 5 S's.
Ah, the 5S. Yes.
I've heard of the 5S in lean manufacturing, but applying it to the entire supply chain sounds like a monumental task.
It can be, absolutely.
Which of these S's do companies typically struggle with the most, and why is it so crucial for SCM?
That's a fantastic question because while they seem simple, consistently applying the 5S across a complex supply chain is challenging.
Right.
This method is rooted in lean principles originating from manufacturing, and it's about creating an organized, efficient, and safe workplace, which translates directly to an optimized supply chain.
Okay.
The 5S are sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. It's a systematic approach to workplace management aiming to eliminate waste and improve productivity.
Okay, let's break those down. First up, sort. This involves getting rid of unnecessary items to keep the workspace organized.
Exactly, decluttering.
Makes sense, right? Less clutter, less wasted time searching for things, which translates directly to efficiency in a warehouse or on a production line.
Absolutely. Imagine a chocolate factory removing broken machinery or unused molds, clears space, reduces distractions.
Right. Next, set in order. This means arranging tools and materials for easy access, ensuring everything has its designated place.
A place for everything and everything in its place.
Think about how much time you save when everything has its place and you don't have to hunt for it. Imagine that on a massive scale in a distribution center for chocolate bars.
Easy access means faster processing, fewer errors, Huge impact.
Then there's Shine. This focuses on cleaning and maintaining the workspace. A clean workspace often translates to a more efficient and safer one.
Reduces errors, accidents, improves quality.
Right, especially crucial in food production like our chocolate. For hygiene and safety, it's about meticulous care.
Definitely. It's not just about looking good.
Which brings us to standardization. This raises an important question. Why is standardization so critical in SCM?
Standardization. It refers to establishing and adhering to uniform processes across all stages of a supply chain.
Uniform processes, okay.
And its benefits are profound. Standardization leads to reduced costs by minimizing variations, say, in production or packaging.
Consistency saves money.
Enhanced quality through consistent procedures, improved communication because everyone follows the same protocols regardless of location.
Everyone speaks the same language, operationally.
Exactly. And increased visibility as processes become predictable and measurable. It's the bedrock for scaling efficiency and maintaining quality, especially for a global product like our chocolate bar.
So it underpins everything else.
It really does, and it's probably one of the most challenging S's to truly sustain across a vast network.
I can imagine. And finally, sustain.
Right.
What does that mean in an SCM context?
Right. In SCM, sustain refers to incorporating environmental, social, and economic sustainability considerations into every stage.
Ah, the sustainability angle.
Yes. It aims to minimize negative impacts on the planet and society, reflecting an ethical responsibility, like sourcing fair trade cocoa or using recyclable packaging.
Doing good while doing business.
Exactly. While simultaneously maintaining operational efficiency and profitability, it embodies the triple bottom line thinking, balancing planet, people, and profit,
Planet, people, profit. Got it.
which is an increasingly vital aspect of modern business and, frankly, consumer expectation.
Absolutely. Okay, our sources also lay out some fundamental pillars that uphold a successful supply chain strategy. These sound like broader strategic areas.
They are indeed foundational, more strategic pillars. Multi-company collaboration.
Working together.
Right, emphasizing robust partnerships across the chain, sharing data, joint planning. Then market mediation.
Responding to the market.
Exactly, understanding and responding to market demands and fluctuations in real time. Think about how quickly our chocolate company needs to react if there's a sudden surge in demand for dark chocolate.
Right, being agile.
Demand focus, centering all operations around accurately predicting and fulfilling customer needs, minimizing waste, and maximizing satisfaction.
Customer is king or queen.
Always. Product design influence, recognizing that product design profoundly impacts the ease and cost of supply chain operations. A complex, fragile chocolate bar design can make distribution a nightmare.
Design matters for logistics. Interesting.
Hugely. And business model innovation, continuously seeking new and better ways to structure the business for supply chain advantage, perhaps exploring direct-to-consumer models.
Always innovating.
These really emphasize the strategic, outward-looking aspects of SCM.
And woven through these pillars is something called customized offerings.
Yes, exactly. That ties into meeting specific customer needs by tailoring products or services. For our chocolate bar, this could mean offering different flavor profiles for different regions or personalized packaging.
Making it special for different groups.
Precisely. Demonstrating the intensely customer-centric nature of modern SCM.
Okay, building on sustain. There's a specific term that's becoming increasingly important. You hear it everywhere. Green supply chain.
Yes. Very topical.
This goes far beyond just ticking boxes, doesn't it? It feels more fundamental now.
Indeed. A green supply chain is achieved by successfully integrating environmentally responsible principles and benchmarks into supply chain management.
So embedding it.
Right. And what's truly insightful about the green supply chain isn't just, eco-friendliness for its own sake.
Although that's good too.
Of course, but it's how it's becoming a non-negotiable for brand loyalty and even investor confidence. Companies that don't prioritize it risk not just regulatory fines, but losing an entire generation of conscious consumers.
Wow, so it's becoming a survival issue.
In many ways, yes, turning sustainability from a nice-to-have into a must-have for survival. It's about proactive environmental stewardship.
Like sourcing, transport.
Exactly. From sourcing eco-friendly raw materials and optimizing transportation routes to minimize emissions, to ensuring sustainable manufacturing processes and responsible waste management. It's a strategic imperative for many businesses today.
So we've talked about the big picture, the principles. Now let's get down to the actual physical movement of goods, the stuff you can literally see and touch.
The nuts and bolts.
Exactly. How do those cocoa beans get from the farm to the factory, and then how do the chocolate bars get to the store?
This is where physical distribution comes in. Simply defined, it's the movement of materials from the producer to the consumer.
Okay, straightforward.
But it's helpful to break it down further into two distinct functions within the supply chain, often called inbound and outbound logistics.
Inbound and outbound, right.
The first is physical supply. This refers to the movement and storage of goods from suppliers to manufacturing.
So getting things into the factory.
Precisely. Think of everything needed to make our chocolate bar. The raw cocoa beans, sugar, vanilla, packaging materials arriving at the factory or production site. It's the inbound flow, gathering all the ingredients.
Okay, that's physical supply. What's the other part?
Then there's the more specific definition of physical distribution, which, in this context, refers to the movement and storage of finished goods from the end of production to the customer.
Ah, getting things out to the market.
Exactly. This is what most people typically imagine when they hear distribution, the outbound flow of our delicious chocolate bars heading towards the market, whether it's a wholesaler or a retail store.
And how do these goods move along this journey? Through what's called a channel of distribution. Sounds like a pathway.
That's right. This is the particular path in which goods move through various points, like distribution centers, wholesalers, and retailers.
The specific route.
It's the entire route the product takes, post-production, to reach you, the end consumer. Understanding this path is fundamental to designing an effective and efficient supply chain.
Right. Now, even though we're deep in supply chains, marketing plays a huge role, doesn't it? How products reach customers, how demand is created.
Oh, absolutely interconnected.
Our sources remind us of the classic 4 Ps of marketing, a framework that's essential for any successful product. Feels like Marketing 101, but still vital.
Absolutely fundamental and always relevant for anyone in business. Product.
What you sell, our chocolate bar.
Right. Place, which is where and how the product is distributed, influencing its availability.
Where people can buy it.
Promotion, the activities used to communicate the product's value, like advertising campaigns for the chocolate.
Telling people about it,
And price, the cost consumers pay.
how much it costs.
Now, while SCM primarily influences place by managing distribution channels,
That makes sense.
it profoundly impacts all four. By ensuring the right product is available at the right time, right quality, right price.
It enables the other Ps.
Exactly. It ensures it can be effectively promoted because its availability is secure. These are core concepts in marketing that intertwine closely with supply chain decisions.
Okay, here's a specific term you often hear in retail logistics. Breaking bulk.
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean? Why is it important for, say, our chocolate bars?
Right, breaking bulk. It refers to delivering single units or smaller, manageable quantities from distribution centers to retail outlets.
Smaller amounts.
Yeah, rather than the massive multiple units bundled together by manufacturers, often called case packs.
Okay.
Imagine our chocolate factory sending pallets of 1,000 bars to a large regional distribution center. Then that distribution center breaks bulk by sending just 50 bars to a small specialty shop.
Ah, tailoring the quantity.
Exactly. The focus here is largely on benefits to space management at the retail level, allowing stores to stock a wider variety of individual items without needing massive backrooms.
So it helps the retailer manage their space.
Right. Though it also contributes to reducing inventory costs by not forcing retailers to buy more than they immediately need. It's about optimizing for the retailer's needs.
And creating assortment. What does that involve? I imagine this is key for a supermarket trying to be a one-stop shop.
Exactly. Creating assortment means providing a variety of products in one location so that customers can conveniently buy many different items from one seller at one time.
Variety in one place.
Think of your local supermarket. It's an excellent example, allowing you to fulfill many different needs, from buying our chocolate bar to fresh produce and cleaning supplies, all in a single shopping trip.
Maximizing convenience.
Precisely. It's about maximizing customer convenience and choice, which often requires a well-managed distribution channel to bring all those different products together.
One term you hear a lot in this field, and it's a critical metric for planning, often comes up in basic questions, is lead time. What does that signify?
Lead time. Yes, very important. It's the period of time that elapses between the placing of an order and the receipt of the goods.
Time from order to delivery.
Exactly. For our chocolate company, it's the time from ordering cocoa beans to receiving them, or from a retailer placing an order for chocolate bars to having them on their shelves.
Okay.
It's a critical metric for efficiency in manufacturing, logistics, and crucially, for customer satisfaction. Shorter lead times generally mean more responsive and agile supply chains.
Faster is usually better.
Usually. Imagine the scramble when a fashion retailer realizes their supplier's lead time for a trendy item just doubled during peak season.
Ouch. Missed opportunity.
Exactly. It's a difference between cashing in on a trend and having a warehouse full of last season's fashion. Lead time is critical.
Okay, so with all these goods moving, from raw materials to finished products,
Yeah.
how do companies keep track of everything? That's where inventory management systems, or IMS, come in. Sounds like the digital brain of the warehouse.
That's a perfect analogy. An IMS is a combination of hardware and software technology that tracks and manages product inventory, product sales, and other production processes.
Hardware and software working together.
Right. It's the digital brain behind managing physical stock, providing real-time visibility and control over what's available, where it is, and when it needs replenishment.
So you always know what you have.
Ideally, yes. For our chocolate factory, it means knowing exactly how many cocoa beans are in storage, how many bars are in production, and how many are ready for shipment. It's essential for preventing costly stockouts or overstocking.
Makes sense. Our sources mention a very basic but important model that helps companies manage their inventory efficiently. The economic order quantity, or EOQ model. Sounds like it's about finding a sweet spot.
It is indeed about finding that sweet spot. The EOQ model is a fundamental formula that helps determine the optimal order quantity to minimize total inventory costs.
Optimal order size, okay.
It elegantly balances two key cost components. The ordering costs, which decrease as order size increases, fewer orders means less processing.
Cost to place an order.
Right. And the holding costs, which increases order size, increases more inventory, means more storage space, insurance, potential spoilage.
Cost to keep the inventory.
Exactly. Finding that optimal order quantity, that sweet spot where these combined costs are minimized, is what EOQ aims to achieve. It offers a foundational method for efficient inventory replenishment.
A classic model.
Very much so. Often a cornerstone in introductory SCM questions.
Now, thinking about warehouses, especially for something sensitive like chocolate, what factors influence how they operate?
Right. Several factors crucially influence its optimal operation and design. The location of customers.
Where are you shipping to?
Exactly. Dictates where the warehouse should be strategically placed for efficient delivery, minimal transportation costs. Then the size of orders typically received.
Big orders or small orders?
Impacts the storage and picking systems required. Also, the frequency of deliveries required by various customers.
How often do they need it?
Affects staffing and transportation scheduling. And critically, lead times, which, as we discussed, determine the responsiveness needed from that warehouse. These are all interconnected decisions.
Our sources give an interesting example here to illustrate these factors. Newspaper distribution paper. Profit. Vehicle asset.
Ah, yeah, that's a good one.
It highlights how even a perishable good, like a newspaper, involves weighing inventory the cost of the paper itself, a potential profit driver, but also quickly outdated.
Very quickly outdated.
Against distribution assets, the vehicles needed to deliver it quickly, all within tight lead times for profitability.
It's a race against the clock for newspapers, just like for maybe a limited edition chocolate bar. A great illustration of balancing inventory and distribution assets under time pressure.
Okay, to really get a handle on costs and prioritize inventory, our sources mention activity-based costing, or ABC classification, which is also known as Pareto analysis. Sounds like a smart tool for inventory managers.
It is a highly strategic inventory management tool. It's often associated with the famous 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle.
The 80-20 rule.
This rule states that approximately 80% of the output or value comes from 20% of the input or items.
Focus on the vital few.
Exactly. In inventory management, ABC classification categorizes items by the extent of their need or value, enabling organizations to distribute resources effectively.
How does that work? Like A, B, C items.
Precisely. For example, A items are high-value, fast-moving products like our popular dark chocolate bars, which require tight control and frequent monitoring.
The most important ones.
Right. B items are medium-value, medium-moving, and C items are low-value, slow-moving ones, like maybe a very niche seasonal flavor that can be managed with less intensity.
Less critical.
Relatively speaking, yes. This selective focus is key to optimizing resources and ensuring critical items are always available without wasting effort on less important stock.
Okay, once you've got your product, you know how to manage inventory. How do you decide how to get it to market?
Right, the how.
That brings us to distribution strategies, which are essentially the blueprints for moving your goods from the factory floor to the customer's hands.
Exactly. The material highlights two common and distinct strategies here, critical for understanding how partnerships form in distribution. Vertical marketing systems, VMS.
Vertical, like up and down the chain.
Yes. VMS involves suppliers and intermediaries working closely together, often managed by a dominant member or channel captain, rather than operating in isolation or against each other.
So, coordinated effort.
It's about synergy and a unified approach across different levels of the channel, aiming for collective efficiency and market impact. Think of a chocolate franchise model, where the main chocolate maker dictates how their products are displayed and sold in partner stores. This close collaboration is key.
Okay, that's vertical. What's the other one?
Horizontal marketing system.
Horizontal. Side to side.
Exactly. This occurs where organizations operating on the same channel level, like two suppliers or maybe two retailers, cooperate.
Collaboration between peers.
Precisely. It's about collaboration between peers to achieve a shared goal, perhaps reaching a new market or pooling resources. For example, two non-competing artisanal food brands, say our chocolate company and a specialty tea company, might share logistics or co-market to reach a broader gourmet audience more efficiently.
Interesting partnership model. Okay, zooming out a bit, what exactly is a marketing channel or distribution channel then? We've used the term quite a bit.
Yeah, good to define clearly. A marketing channel is a group of people, organizations, and actions that work together to move products from production to consumption.
The whole pathway.
It's the medium companies use to connect their products or services with potential customers, even those who might be interested but haven't made a purchase yet. It's the pipeline through which value flows from our chocolate factory all the way to you.
Got it. Now, this is a great one for understanding the different routes a product can take. And these specific channel levels often seem to pop up as distinct facts. So how many levels of distribution can there be?
Absolutely. These are critical to understand as they define the length of the channel and are foundational, often for multiple choice questions.
Okay, level 0.
The zero-level channel, also known as direct marketing. In this model, there are no intermediaries between the producer and the end consumer.
Straight from maker to buyer.
Exactly. Our chocolate company selling directly from its website to you is a perfect example.
Okay, one level.
A one-level channel typically involves just one intermediary, usually a retailer. So our chocolate maker sells to a specialty food store, and that store sells to the customer.
Producer, retailer, customer.
Yep. Then a two-level channel involves two intermediaries, commonly a wholesaler and a retailer.
Okay, adding a wholesaler.
Right. The chocolate maker sells to a large food wholesaler, who then sells to many specialty food stores, who then sell to the customer.
Producer, wholesaler, retailer, customer.
Correct. And finally, the three-level channel, which includes three intermediaries, an agent, a wholesaler, and a retailer.
Wow, 3 steps in between.
This adds another layer, often used for broader market penetration or specialized sales, perhaps to reach international markets where local agents facilitate sales to wholesalers.
So the number of steps matters.
Definitely defines the channel structure.
So what's actually flowing through these channels? You mentioned value, but it's not just the physical chocolate bars, is it?
That's a great point and a common misconception. The movement within a marketing channel isn't just physical products.
Right.
It also includes the flow of ownership, as title to goods changes hands from producer to wholesaler, then to retailer.
Who owns it when?
The flow of payment as money moves back up the channel from consumer to retailer, and so on.
Money going back up.
The flow of information, which is crucial for coordination and decision-making, like sales data or new product ideas.
Data moving both ways.
And the flow of promotion, as marketing messages are communicated about the chocolate bar at each stage.
Marketing messages too.
Each of these flows is essential for the channel to function effectively and efficiently. It's a multi-dimensional flow.
Okay. When designing a channel, companies have to think strategically about the service outputs they need to deliver to their customers. What are these key outputs?
Right, the service outputs. These 5 levels are key considerations for channel design and impact customer experience. Lot size.
How much people buy at once?
Exactly. Refers to the quantity of an item a customer typically orders for delivery on a specific date. Some might want a single chocolate bar, others a gift box. Then, waiting time.
How long till they get it?
The period customers are willing to wait for the receipt of goods. Fresh chocolate can't wait long. Spatial convenience.
How easy it is to buy physically.
How easily accessible the product is for customers to purchase. How close is that store to your home or office? Product variety.
The range of choices.
Or the assortment breadth available. Does the store offer 20 types of chocolate or just one? And service backup.
Extra services.
Exactly. Encompasses any add-on services provided by the channel, such as gift wrapping or personalized messages. These elements dictate the customer experience and often determine channel effectiveness.
Gotcha. Now, a channel alternative, you mentioned, is described by 3 elements, and deciding on the number of middlemen is key.
Yes. Crucially, when designing a channel, a company has to decide on the number of middlemen to use at each channel level. This choice directly influences its reach, control, and cost structure. It's a fundamental design choice.
And speaking of middlemen, how many do you use? Our sources give us 3 distinct distribution strategies here, related to intensity. These seem core.
They are core strategies related to distribution intensity and are frequently tested for their distinctions. First, intensive distribution.
Intensive, meaning everywhere.
Pretty much. This involves stocking products in numerous outlets. It's typically used for fast-moving consumer goods, FMCGs, like soft drinks or common candies.
Things you buy without much thought.
Right, or for relatively low-priced or impulse purchases, where widespread availability is key to sales. Think of a common candy bar available at every convenience store, supermarket, vending machine.
Maximum availability. Okay, what's next?
Exclusive distribution.
Exclusive. Sounds limited.
It is. Here, a company gives another company or person the sole right to sell its products in a specific area.
Just one seller in an area.
Often, yes. This is common for luxury brands or specialized equipment where maintaining brand image, high margins, and tight control over the sales experience are important.
Like our gourmet chocolate bar.
Exactly. It might be sold exclusively through high-end department stores or a few select specialty shops.
Okay. And the third one?
Selective distribution.
Selective. Sounds like a middle ground.
It is. This is a strategy where a manufacturer or brand sells its products to a limited number of retailers, but more than just one exclusive dealer.
More than one, but not everywhere.
Right. It represents a compromise between intensive and exclusive distribution, offering good market coverage with more control and lower costs than intensive distribution, without the strict limitations of exclusive distribution, a strategic middle ground.
Got it. Intensive, exclusive, selective. Now, it's not all smooth sailing in these channel relationships. There are legal and ethical considerations.
Absolutely. The material lists several areas where channel relationships can become contentious or legally problematic. Exclusive dealing,
What's that?
where a seller requires a dealer not to handle competitors' products, then exclusive territories.
Restricting where they can sell.
Right, which restricts where a dealer can sell, sometimes to avoid internal competition, tying agreements,
Forcing them to buy other stuff.
requiring a buyer to purchase other products to get a desired one, potentially limiting choice. And dealers' rights,
Protecting the partners.
pertaining to the fair treatment and legal protections afforded to channel partners. These issues are crucial for maintaining a fair and compliant distribution network and can lead to significant legal disputes if not managed carefully.
Important to get right. So how do you pick the right partner for your channel? Say, for our gourmet chocolate, what do you look for?
Good question. Our sources provide a comprehensive list of assessment factors for selecting a distributor or agent, vital for making informed decisions. Market coverage.
Can they reach your customers?
How well they can reach the target audience you're after. Sales forecast.
How much can they sell?
Their projected sales volume and ability to meet your goals. Cost.
What will it cost you?
The expenses associated with partnering with them, other resources,
What else do they bring? Logistics? Marketing?
such as their logistics capabilities, warehousing, or marketing prowess. Profitability.
Will it make money for everyone?
The potential revenue and margins they can generate for both parties. Control.
How much say do you have?
The level of influence the producer can exert over how their product is handled. Motivation.
Are they enthusiastic?
Their enthusiasm and commitment to your product. Reputation.
What's their track record?
Their standing in the market with other brands. Competition.
How do they compare to others?
How they stack up against rivals. And finally, contracts.
The legal agreement.
The legal agreements that formalize the relationship and define expectations. Each of these is a critical consideration to ensure a successful partnership.
Wow, quite a checklist. Now, what's this gray area in distribution? It sounds a bit shady.
Well, it refers to the sale of genuine branded products with regional price differentials outside authorized distribution channels.
Outside authorized channels.
Yes, often called parallel imports. It's a complex issue where a product legitimately manufactured by a brand, like our chocolate bar, is sold in a market it wasn't strictly intended for, often at a lower price, without the explicit authorization of the brand owner for that specific region.
So real product, wrong place, maybe wrong price.
Kind of. This can impact authorized distributors and brand pricing strategies, and while not necessarily illegal everywhere, it operates in a gray area of authorization and control.
Okay, I see. And piggyback marketing sounds interesting. Maybe a clever shortcut.
It's exactly that, a low-cost, mutually beneficial strategy where companies collaborate to promote each other's products.
Riding on someone else's back.
In a way, yes. Often using existing customer bases or social media to redirect traffic. For example, our chocolate company might partner with a specialty coffee brand. The coffee brand promotes our chocolate, and we promote their coffee.
A win-win collaboration.
Exactly. It allows smaller or newer brands to leverage the existing reach and customer base of a partner to gain exposure without the high costs of individual marketing campaigns.
Clever. Is there anyone credited with developing the theory here?
Yes, it's worth noting for those interested in the academic foundations that the detailed theory of channel structure, providing much of the foundational understanding we rely on today, was developed by Louis P. Buckling.
Louis P. Buckling. Got it. Okay. Our sources give us 7 critical success factors for channel design. These sound like guiding stars for getting it right, avoiding common mistakes when setting up distribution.
They are truly practical takeaways, really valuable for anyone involved in distribution strategy.
Okay, number 1.
1. Don't confuse the customer about how they acquire your solutions. Keep it simple, intuitive, obvious. If your chocolate bar is available in too many conflicting ways, it might just put buyers off.
Keep it simple. Makes sense. 2.
2. Minimize and effectively manage channel overlap, focusing on competing against your external competition, not between your own internal sales channels.
Don't compete with yourself.
Right. Prevent your website from undercutting your retail partners, for example. 3. Don't over-distribute your products.
Less is sometimes more.
Can be. Over-distribution can dilute brand image, create inventory bloat, or strain channel relationships, especially for a premium product. 4. Remember your channel partners are also your customers.
Treat your partners well.
Consider your value proposition to them, not just the end consumer. How does being a retailer of your chocolate benefit them?
Good point. Number 5.
5. Consider your customer and product life cycles in your channel design as needs and availability evolve. A brand new chocolate flavor might need direct marketing initially, while an established one relies on retail.
Adapt to the life cycle. 6.
6. Channel strategies cannot be cast in concrete. They must be adaptable and dynamic to market changes, remaining flexible in a constantly shifting landscape.
Be flexible. And 7.
7. The channel is just the start, implying that ongoing management, relationship building, and continuous adaptation are essential for long-term success, not just setting it up and forgetting it.
It's an ongoing process. Great list. So, who are these intermediaries we keep talking about? We know the levels, but what types are there?
Right, the types. Our sources categorize them into 3 main types, and understanding these distinctions is important. First, merchant middlemen.
Merchant.
Right.
Like they buy and sell.
Exactly. These consist of wholesalers and retailers who actually purchase the product and resell it. Crucially, they take title to the goods, meaning they own the inventory and bear the associated risks.
They own the chocolate.
Right. Our specialty food store buying our chocolate bars to sell is a merchant middleman. Second, agent middleman.
Agents. They don't buy it.
Correct. They are sales intermediaries, such as brokers, product representatives, sales agents who seek others to purchase merchandise but do not take title to the goods themselves. They facilitate sales, earn commissions, act as representatives.
Like a matchmaker.
In a way. Third, facilitators.
Facilitators.
Yes.
They help out.
Yes, those who directly assist in the distribution function without taking title to the goods. Examples include transportation companies moving our chocolate, warehouses storing it, or financial institutions that support transactions. They provide services that enable the flow.
The support crew.
Basically, yes. These distinctions, merchant, agent, facilitator, are often key for understanding roles within a channel.
Okay. We touched on channel levels earlier, but what about channel length? Is there a specific definition?
Yes, it's a specific definition that quantifies that concept we discussed. Channel length specifically describes the number of intermediary levels existing between the producer and the customer.
Just counting the steps.
Exactly. So a 0-level channel, no intermediaries, is a very short channel, while a 3-level channel, agent, wholesaler, retailer, is considered a long channel. It provides a precise way to measure the directness or indirectness of a distribution path.
Short versus long channels. Got it. Now, what the customer wants and how they behave really shapes the channel, right? Consumer buying patterns must have a huge impact.
Exactly. Consumer buying patterns are classified in ways that directly impact channel design. Crucial considerations for any business, especially for something like chocolate.
Such as?
Units purchased. Different customers have different needs, single items versus bulk orders for events influencing packaging and distribution.
How much they buy.
Turnaround times. Some industries or products, like freshly made artisanal chocolate, demand extremely quick turnaround times, necessitating very responsive channels.
How fast they made it.
Product assortment. The need for a wide variety requires deeper channels to provide sufficient product assortment in one location, like we discussed with creating assortment.
How much choice they want.
And services, including demand for additional services like gift wrapping, repair, delivery, installation things channel partners might need to provide.
The extras. All shapes the channel.
Absolutely.
Okay, before you even design a channel, you need to know who you're selling to. This is where market segmentation comes in. Foundational marketing stuff. It's about not treating everyone the same, right?
That's it, precisely. Market segmentation is the identification of portions of the market that are different from one another.
Finding distinct groups.
Yes. It allows a firm to better satisfy the needs of its potential customers by tailoring products, services, marketing messages to specific groups rather than a one-size-fits-all approach.
Tailoring the approach.
For our chocolate, we might segment by dark chocolate lovers versus milk, or those buying for themselves versus gifts, recognizing the diversity in customer needs.
What makes a good market segment, though? How do you know you found a useful group to target?
Good question. For a segment to be truly useful and actionable, it must meet several characteristics. It must be identifiable,
You can spot them.
meaning you can differentiate its attributes. It must be accessible,
You can reach them.
meaning reachable through communication and distribution channels. It needs to be substantial,
Big enough to bother.
large enough to justify the resources required to target it effectively, and critically, it must have unique needs.
They need something different.
Meaning it responds differently to various marketing mixes, justifying a separate offering or message. These characteristics are key definitions for understanding market strategy.
Identifiable, accessible, substantial, unique needs.
Got it.
And the ways to segment.
The traditional basis for segmentation, classic points for quick recall, are geographic, region, climate, urban-rural,
There you are.
demographic, age, gender, income, education.
Who they are,
Psychographic, lifestyle, personality, values, interests.
how they think and live,
And behavioristic, purchasing habit, benefits sought, usage rate, brand loyalty.
how they act as consumers, classic lenses. Okay, let's dive deeper into the actual systems companies use to physically distribute products. Our sources outline some broad choices in distribution design.
Right. The choice of distribution design falls into three main categories: direct distribution systems, indirect distribution systems, and multi-channel or hybrid distribution systems. Each offers distinct advantages and trade-offs.
Okay, direct first.
With a direct distribution system, the customer places the order directly with the producer, often through non-personal contact like ads or visiting the website.
Straight from the source.
Subtypes include a direct retail system, where the marketer operates their own retail outlets, like our chocolate brand having its own flagship store,
Company-owned stores.
or a personal selling system, where the buyer places the order online or by phone, often with sales assistance directly with the producer.
Direct sales contact. Okay, what about assisted?
Then there's the assisted marketing system. This is where the marketer relies on others, specifically agents and brokers, to help communicate the product to potential buyers.
Agents helping sell.
They don't take title, but facilitate the connection, acting as crucial intermediaries in the sales process.
Got it. Then indirect methods.
Indirect methods include a single-party selling system where the marketer engages another single party, like a large distributor, who then sells and distributes directly to the final customer.
One step in between.
Or a multiple-party selling system where the product passes through two or more distributors before reaching the final customer, adding more layers, like wholesaler, then regional distributor.
Multiple steps.
Okay?
And hybrid.
Finally, a multi-channel or hybrid system is where the marketer utilizes more than one distribution design simultaneously.
Using multiple approaches at once.
Exactly. For our chocolate company, this might mean selling directly online and through specialty retailers, and maybe even through their own stores. This allows reaching a wider market by offering different purchasing options, maximizing market presence.
Makes sense to cover all bases.
Yeah.
Now, once you've segmented your market, how do you decide who to target with your delicious chocolate? Our sources outline several key target market strategies.
Right, the strategic plays. Our sources outline several, each with a distinct approach, often compared in evaluations. First, a single segment strategy, or concentrated.
Focusing on one group.
Yes, focusing efforts on a single specific market segment, like solely targeting high-end dark chocolate connoisseurs. Then selective specialization, or differentiated.
Multiple groups, different approaches.
Focusing on multiple segments and offers different products or marketing mixes to each: milk chocolate for one, vegan chocolate for another. Then product specialization.
Focusing on one product type.
Firm specializes in a particular product, like chocolate bars, and then tailors it to different market segments, adapting features or messaging. For example, kid-friendly bar versus gourmet chef bar. Then market specialization.
Focusing on one market group.
Firm specializes in serving a particular market segment, like health-conscious consumers, and offers that segment an array of different products: healthy snacks, protein powders, and our sugar-free chocolate bars.
Serving one group, many things. Okay.
Then full market coverage, or undifferentiated strategy.
Targeting everyone the same way.
Aiming to market a single product or service to the entire customer base without tailoring the message. Rare for nuanced products, common for basic commodities. And finally, batch targeting.
Breaking it down into batches.
Breaking the overall target market down into manageable segments based on specific criteria, like industry, geography, or demographics, allowing for more focused campaigns, easily targeting all cafes in a specific city. These distinctions are very commonly tested.
Okay, let's revisit intermediaries and their value in the overall value chain. Why are they so important beyond just moving products? It feels like they do more than just shift boxes around.
They absolutely do. Intermediaries play a truly crucial role because they often have superior knowledge of a target market.
Local knowledge.
Understanding local nuances and customer preferences better than the producer often does. They also provide location utility.
Making it available nearby.
Making products available where customers can easily find them. Think about our chocolate bar being in your local grocery store. And time utility.
Making it available when needed.
Making products available when customers want to buy them, like ensuring it's in stock for Valentine's Day. They bridge the critical gaps between production and consumption, enhancing convenience and efficiency.
So, bridging space and time gaps. Okay, quick recap of the types of intermediaries.
Sure, good review. The main types, important to distinguish, are wholesalers, buy bulk from producers, sell to retailers. Retailers sell directly to end consumers. Agents represent producers, don't take title. And brokers bring buyers and sellers together, no possession. Foundational distinctions.
Wholesalers, retailers, agents, brokers.
Got it. And retailers themselves come in many forms, right? It's a diverse landscape.
Indeed. Our sources list a variety, illustrating the many ways products reach consumers. Department stores, wide range, different departments. Supermarkets, groceries, household goods. Discount sheds or category killers. Large, specialized low prices like electronic stores.
Big box store. Specialty shops. Narrow but deep assortment like our gourmet chocolate shop. Convenience stores. Quick access essentials. Markets and cash and carry warehouses, often for small businesses. And catalog showrooms. Select from catalog, pick up. This diversity highlights the multiple ways products reach consumers.
So many types of stores. Okay, bringing it all together, what are the core options when producers designing a distribution channel, say for new premium chocolate truffles?
Right. Our sources reaffirm the three primary options we discussed earlier, based on intensity. Intensive distribution, maximum saturation, FMCGs, impulse buys. Exclusive distribution, limited intermediaries, luxury specialty items like those premium truffles, focus on control margin. And selective distribution, the compromise balancing coverage and control.
Intensive, exclusive, selective. The main choices. And what influences that choice?
The manager's choice is influenced by several key factors. Buyer behavior, how customers prefer to buy truffles online, specialty store. Producer's needs, brand control, freshness, cost. Product type, perishable truffles need different handling. And competition, how do rivals distribute?
All feed into the decision. And what about the producer's own involvement?
A company can choose between 3 generic marketing channels for their own direct involvement. direct marketing, telesales, mail shots, catalogs, online subscriptions for our truffles, building its own sales force, internal team for high-value B2B or corporate gifts, or using an independent contract sales force, external professionals, reaching specialized markets without fixed costs.
Direct owned sales force or contracted sales force, options there too. Now, how do producers get these channel partners, these intermediaries, to cooperate and perform well? What motivates them?
That's a critical question for successful channel management. Doyle suggests two primary levels of motivators: promotional motivators,
Short-term incentives.
usually short-term inducements to support the supplier's goods, special discounts, ad allowances, sales contests, and partnership motivators.
Long-term relationship building.
Exactly. Seeking to build a longer-term, more collaborative relationship, offering joint training or strategic planning. And the reason to build long-term relationships: stable, trusting partnerships lead to greater efficiency, shared knowledge, and mutual growth over time.
Beyond just quick deals. Okay, our sources also mentioned a specific strategy for collaborating with retailers. Category management.
Yes, a crucial concept in modern retail, defined by Harlow, 1995, as joint strategic planning with retailers to build total category sales and profit for mutual benefit.
Planning the whole category together.
Right. Treating a product category like confectionery, not just individual products, as a strategic business unit. Collaborating with retailers to optimize its performance for both the brand and the retailer. Moving beyond just our chocolate bar to the whole shelf section.
Collaborative growth for the category.
Yeah.
Interesting. And ECR, efficient consumer response. What's that?
ECR involves members of the total supply chain working together to respond to customers' purchasing patterns, ensuring the right products get delivered on time.
Responding to real demand.
It's an industry-wide initiative focused on making the entire supply chain more efficient and responsive, often leveraging technology and beta sharing. Imagine sales data for our chocolate instantly triggering production and shipment. Seamless, data-driven responsiveness.
Very efficient.
Yeah.
Now, how do producers get partners to cooperate? What kind of power can they use?
Good question. Producers can draw on different types of power, each with distinct impacts. Coercive power.
The stick approach.
Basically, the ability to terminate a relationship if intermediaries fail to cooperate, a powerful deterrent. Then reward power.
Big carrot approach.
Offering extra benefits for specific acts, a bonus for hitting sales targets for our chocolate. Expert power.
Based on knowledge.
Stems from the manufacturer having special knowledge or expertise the intermediaries value, making them dependent on guidance, maybe on marketing a new truffle flavor. And legitimate power.
Based on the contract.
When the manufacturer requests behavior warranted by the existing contract or formal agreement, relying on the legal framework of the partnership.
Coercive reward, expert, legitimate. Different levers. Okay, our sources categorize firms based on their relationship with the dominant channel. This sounds like an interesting way to view the players.
These roles offer a nuanced understanding of channel dynamics. Insiders,
The main players.
members of the dominant channel, fully integrated, like a major retailer stocking our chocolate. Strivers,
Trying to get in.
firms actively seeking to become insiders, aspiring to join or gain prominence, maybe a smaller regional distributor aiming to go national. Complementary.
Supporting players.
Not part of the dominant channel, but support it through services like a specialized logistics company handling our chocolate shipments. Transients,
Short-term players.
outside the dominant channel, don't seek membership. Short-run expectations, often opportunistic, maybe a pop-up shop selling seasonal chocolate. And finally, outside innovators.
The disruptors.
The real challengers and disruptors, bringing new models or technologies that can fundamentally alter the existing structure, like a new online platform connecting makers directly with consumers, bypassing traditional retail.
Fascinating roles. Lastly, with so many players and interests, conflict is almost inevitable. What forms does this conflict typically take?
Indeed, conflict is natural. Our sources highlight three main types, important to differentiate. Vertical channel conflict.
Between different levels.
Yes. Between different levels within the same channel manufacturer versus retailer over pricing, for instance. Horizontal channel conflict.
Between players at the same level.
Between members at the same level, two different specialty stores selling our chocolate competing fiercely. And multi-channel conflict.
When the producer's own channels compete.
Exactly. Manufacturer has two or more channels competing with each other for the same market, like our website undercutting our retail partners. Understanding these conflicts is crucial for effective channel management. Hashtag tag outro dose.
Wow, what a deep dive. We've covered Well, everything from the basic definition of a supply chain to the nuances of channel conflict, the strategic 7 Cs, the practical 5 Ss, the classic 4 Ps, and so much more.
Yeah, a lot of ground covered.
You now hopefully have a comprehensive mental map of how products move from creation to consumption and maybe a much clearer understanding of all those terms and frameworks that crop up in this fascinating field.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, what truly stands out is the sheer complexity and strategic importance of every decision made within a supply chain.
Every single one matters.
From the initial choice of a 0-level direct channel versus a 3-level channel with agents and wholesalers, to the subtle art of motivating intermediaries through reward or expert power.
Right.
Each element directly impacts efficiency, cost, and ultimately customer satisfaction. Remember the foundational importance of standardization for consistency, the increasing imperative of sustainability for long-term viability,
Can't ignore sustainability.
and understanding the specific roles various intermediaries play in adding value and utility. These are not just concepts, they are really the gears of global commerce.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Next time you bite into that delicious chocolate bar or you see that delivered notification pop up on your phone for, well, any product. Consider the intricate, often invisible network of people, organizations, and decisions that made it possible. Think about all the C's and S's, the lead times, the physical distribution choices, the channel design strategies that went into getting that one item to you.
It really changes how you see everyday objects.
It does, and it raises an important question. What happens when even one small link in that colossal chain falters? And how resilient are the systems designed to get us what we need, day in and day out? The deep dive into the invisible orchestrator of commerce truly makes you see the world differently.